हेलो मेरे पढ़ाकू बच्चों. So now today we are studying coplanarity of two lines and the shortest distance between the two lines. So first we start, what is coplanarity? Suppose two lines on this whiteboard. Two lines are on this whiteboard and r equals to a1 plus lambda b1 and r equals to a2 plus mu b2. Correct? It means this line is parallel to vector b1 and this line is parallel to vector b2. These two b1 and b2 on this plane, correct? It means if we calculate b1 cross b2 of these two vectors b1 cross b2, then the resultant, you know very well from the vectors, the resultant must be perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors. So what is the plane? This whiteboard is the plane. Perpendicular to the plane containing, it means this one is the direction of the resultant. What we say, b1 cross b2, resultant is perpendicular to this whiteboard. Clear? Now, if a and b are the points, a2 vector and a1 vector, position vectors, points are a and b, it means the vector ab lying on this whiteboard is perpendicular to b1 cross b2. Why? ab is lying on this plane and the resultant of b1 cross b2 is this pen and these two vectors are perpendicular. So very simple, if the dot product of vector AB with b1 cross b2 equal to 0, it means lines are coplanar. So what is AB? AB means position vector, that is position vector is here a2 minus a1 dot b1 cross b2 is the solution. Whenever we want to calculate, prove that lines are coplanar or find the value of lambda, lines are coplanar, then we have to use this vector form. This is vector form. Now Cartesian form, you know scalar triple product. This is nothing but one dot and one cross. And whenever one dot and one cross, it means we can write it as box product. You know box product? b1 cross b2. This also we can write as a2 minus a1, b1 and b2 and in simple box. The meaning is it is scalar triple product. And if this scalar triple product equals to 0, lines are said to be coplanar. Clear? So how we write in the Cartesian form? See how we write in the Cartesian form? In the Cartesian form, this one is the first row, a2 minus a1, that is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, correct? DRs, b1, first line, by the way, a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, this must be 0. So both the forms, it is vector form, it is the Cartesian form. Now we take one sum based on coplanarity. Prove that the following lines are coplanar. Sum is x minus 3, sum is x plus 3 divided by minus 3, y minus 1 divided by 1, z minus 5 divided by 5 is the first line, Cartesian form. Second line, x plus 1 divided by minus 1, y minus 2 divided by 2, z minus 5 divided by 5. We have to prove that these two lines are coplanar. So simply direct apply the values x1, y1, z1, then x2, y2, z2 and a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. These numbers we want to put the values in the determinant form. So first x1 minus 3, y1 1, z1 5, x2 minus 1, 2 and last 5. Correct? Now DRs minus 3, 1, 5, minus 1, 2 and 5. Now we have to put all the values in the determinant. So here the formula of coplanarity of two lines. First is x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, correct? a1, b1 and c1, a2, b2 and c2. Now we have to solve this determinant. If it comes 0, what we say? Two lines given are coplanar. So now the solution. And you know it is nothing but a revision of determinant. So here we start. 2 minus 1 and 0. First, 5 minus 10. Second, minus 15 plus 5. And last is 0. So no use to write inside the bracket. What we are getting? Minus 5 into 2. Minus 10. And here it is nothing but plus 10. What we are getting? 0. It means it is proved that these two lines are coplanar. तो अभी हमने पढ़ा coplanar lines क्या होती है. Now suppose two lines are parallel. Then what is the gap between them? A perpendicular distance between them is the shortest distance. But suppose lines are non-coplanar. Non-coplanar means the lines which are neither intersecting nor parallel. That is skew lines. इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? Skew lines. Non-coplanar lines are said to be skew lines. Now a very simple example. In your room, suppose we tie a thread from this left corner to the upper corner. One thread is going like this. Another thread simply put on the ceiling from left corner to the right uppermost. These two lines never intersect, neither they are parallel. It means these lines are said to be skew lines. And our aim is to calculate the shortest distance between these two non-coplanar lines or skew lines. Now how we calculate? Suppose the line R is A1 plus lambda B1. That means A1 is the position vector and B1 is the vector, the line parallel to L1. Similarly, B2 is parallel to line L1 and the line passing through a point A whose position vector is A2. The simple thing is this PQ is perpendicular to both the vectors, that is B1 and PQ is perpendicular to vector B2. Now you know from the vectors B1 and B2 and PQ is perpendicular to both. It means very simple, PQ must be parallel to B1 cross B2. Correct? So now what is the PQ? Length of PQ is what? We can say that the projection of AB on B1 cross B2. So here we can write the length PQ is nothing but projection of AB on B1 cross B2. Very simple. And what is projection? You know very well again from the vectors. How we write the projection? We write the projection, you know the formula, projection of A on B. A dot B divided by magnitude B. Correct? So applying the same formula here, projection of AB. What is AB? AB is A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1 projection on B1 cross B2. B1 cross B2 divided by B1 cross B2 magnitude. See the same thing. A dot B divided by magnitude of B. And this is nothing but the shortest distance, PQ, is the formula how to calculate the shortest distance. Very, very important. If you see the previous year's papers, out of 10 years papers, maybe 3 or 4 times, the probability is very high that shortest distance in your Cbse exams. So be cautious and be careful while you calculate the total answer. Correct? So now we start some problems from your exercise number 2 based on only the shortest distance. So now we take some questions of shortest distance from NCERT 11.2. Say sum number 14. R equals to A1 plus lambda B1 and R equals to A2 plus mu B2. It means first we have to calculate A2 minus A1 step by step. So what is A2 minus A1? Second minus first I, second minus first 3j, and second minus first minus 2k is the value of A2 minus A1. Because three steps are there. First step you have to calculate A2 minus A1. Second step you have to calculate B1 cross B2. And third step its magnitude. And simply substituting the formula, you'll get the shortest distance. So second point is B1 cross B2. And B1 cross B2 is nothing but a revision of your chapter of vectors. I, J, K. B1 means 1, minus 1 and 1, 2, 1 and 2. So answer is I minus J plus K. Minus 2, minus 1, 2, minus 2, and J, K, 1 plus 2. Correct. Check it again because it's a calculation work. I, minus 2, minus 1. Correct. 2, minus 2. Correct. K, 1 plus 2. Yes. So minus 3I, 0J, and 3K is the answer of B1 cross B2. Now the third step. What we need? Modulus of B1 cross B2. Very simple. Again revision of vectors. B1 cross B2 magnitude means 9 plus 0 plus 9. That is 18, and 18 means 3 root 2. Now all the three steps we have. Now the last point is we have to put the values here and get the answer. So the last point. The denominator is with us. We can write directly 3 root 2. Now the next point, A2 minus A1 dot with B1 cross B2. This is A2 minus A1 and this is B1 cross B2. You know the dot product of vectors? Start. Minus 3 into 1, that is minus 3. 0 into 3, that is 0. And 3 into 2, minus 6. Modulus, because distance always in positive quantity. So answer is minus 3, so 9 divided by 3 root 2. Answer is 3 by root 2. Is the shortest distance, or you can rationalize, you'll get the final answer. Easy. Now we come to another question, but this time it is in the Cartesian form, and Cartesian form is much easier than the vector form because here you have to apply direct determinant. For example, this numerator is nothing but box product, that is scalar triple product, and what we have completed in the coplanarity of lines, this numerator is 0. But since here lines are non-coplanar, there will be some number, scalar number for the numerator. So first we start with A2 minus A1. SD equals to, the numerator is the determinant and denominator is the magnitude of B1 cross B2. So here is the square root. First we start A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1, 4, B2 minus B1, and 7 minus 1. 8. The next is B1 and B2. B1 is already given. 7, minus 6, 1, 1, minus 2, 1 is the numerator. The denominator means simple cross product because this we suppose as I, J and K. No repetition. I, J, K, and it is B1 and cross B2. So here we write, first we start with I, minus 6 plus 2 square. J, 7 minus 1 square. Last K, minus 14 plus 6 square is nothing but the magnitude of B1 cross B2. Now we have to simplify and get the final answer. So first we solve the denominator. 16, 36, 64. It is nothing but 116 square root. 100? 100. Now we come to the revision of determinant. How we solve the determinant. A test for you. 4 minus 6 and plus 8. So I start with 4. Minus 6 plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2. Same thing. 7 minus 1, 6 and minus 8. Answer is minus 16, minus 36, minus 64. What we are getting? Minus 116. But since it is absolute value, answer is root 116. Simple. Good. Now the last point is when lines are parallel, how we calculate the shortest distance. When lines are parallel and if somebody wants to use this formula, lines are parallel, listen very carefully. It means B1 and B2 are same. And when B1 and B2 are same, this product will be 0. And when this product is 0, students may write shortest distance 0. And shortest distance 0, it means lines are intersecting. When lines are intersecting, how the lines are parallel? Correct. So it's a controversy. So don't apply this formula whenever two lines are parallel. When two lines are parallel, we have to use this formula. B cross A2 minus A1 divided by magnitude B. Why? Because these two lines are parallel. It means their DRs B and B parallel to a particular vector B. This one is vector B. So both the lines parallel to vector B, not B1 and B2 two separate. And when these two parallel to the same vector B, the shortest distance is B cross A2 minus A1 divided by B. अब स्टूडेंट्स गलती क्या करते हैं? वो सोचते हैं ये वेक्टर और ये वेक्टर दोनों कैसे दिख रहे हैं? In a first glance, these two are different vectors. So what they feel? This one is B1, this one is B2. They apply here and they get big 0. These two are parallel vectors. Why? Because if you take two common and mix up with mu, these two remain 2i minus j plus k. It's an important point. So here we write mu. Take 2 out and mix up with mu. What we are getting? 2i minus j plus k. Now these two vectors are parallel. We can apply this formula. So distance is SD equals to B 2i minus j plus k cross product A2 minus A1. What is A2 minus A1? 2 minus 1, 1i. J minus j, 0. And there is no value of k. Yes, k. Minus k and 0. Minus 1, k. Check it again. A2 minus A1, 2i minus I. 1 minus 1, 0 j. And minus 1 and there is no value of k. So minus 1 minus 0, minus 1 k is the numerator. Divide by magnitude of vector B. What is vector B? Anyone. So 4, 1, 1. Simple. Cross product of these two you know how to calculate using determinant. So now we calculate the determinant value using IJK as the first row, second row 2 minus 1 1, third row 1 0 minus 1. I 1 minus 0 minus j cancel, minus 2 minus 1 and k 0 plus 1. Since it is calculation work, check it again. I 1 0 correct, j minus 2 minus 1 correct, k 0 plus 1. Hence it is nothing but I plus 3j plus k is the cross product between these two. But we want its modulus. So modulus is 1 plus 9 plus 1. What we are getting? Root 11 by 6 is the shortest distance. तो ये हमने कंप्लीट किया 3D ज्योमेट्री का एक खास पार्ट, दैट इज शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू स्क्यू लाइंस. याद रखिएगा 3D में जहाँ भी हमको थोड़े से डाउट आ रहे हैं तो हम वेक्टर्स के टॉपिक को थोड़ा अच्छा क्लियर कर लें, क्योंकि अगर वेक्टर्स हमारा अच्छा होगा तो 3D में आप देख ही रहे हैं रोज हमको काम में लेना पड़ता है वेक्टर्स. ध्यान रखना है कि जब पैरेलल लाइंस हो तो ऐसा नहीं कि B1 क्रॉस B2 निकाला और शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस आ गया 0. नो, बी कॉशियस व्हेनेवर टू लाइंस आर पैरेलल। तो आगे बढ़ते रहिए, पढ़ते रहिए। मिलते हैं 3D के एक अगले टॉपिक को लेकर के, दैट इज पार्ट नंबर 5। टेक केयर, गुड बाय।